We live.
We live. Happy New Year. Merry past belated Christmas.
Merry past belated. Would that be then? I don't know what I was going with that. I was just wondering if would that be then 2 Christmases ago, or because
Yeah,
it's
let's just skip that
because
and not talk about
you had
that.
past belated. I feel like that's a double, so that would mean
It
it's
is.
extra long ago.
Yeah, like what do people say? Happy holidays. There you go.
Yeah,
I
there
hope
you go.
everybody had a bunch of great freaking holidays. I hope you just got a bunch of cool stuff and you had a blast drinking and eating and getting fat.
Okay, all right. I mean, you just got right to the point there, and I like it. All packed on some pounds. In fact, just like last year when I started the keto diet, I started it on my birthday, which is January 4th. Started again on my birthday this year. Uh,
Hell yeah.
I'm already down 3.5 pounds, and that's been a week and 2 days. So,
That's the eating.
yep,
That's the drinking and holiday mix for you.
yeah, it's better. The other thing is I'm actually getting up and working out. I missed it yesterday and today. I did go on walks to try to make up for it, so at least I was doing some physical activity. But I could not get out of bed this morning at 4:30 in the morning to jump in and actually work out. So
Whew, you're
yeah,
doing it in the morning. That's tough.
yeah. Well, it's the only time that works. Like I got to get up before my son wakes up, right? Before Byron wakes up and do all the things because you can't do it afterwards because you're into breakfast and then getting him around and then taking him to school, getting back, immediately jumping into work, trying to, do all of work. Then do you do it at lunch? We tried that last year and it didn't really work out the greatest because then you're like, okay, I'm trying to work out. And it's like, all right, I'll do a half an hour. And then I have enough time to maybe make some food. And then I'm eating it while I'm back at work again. It just sucks.
Yeah. So you've tracked it last year. How many pounds did you lose last year
Oh, last year total was 32 pounds
total?
total, and
Okay.
and I
Do you have
gained
a goal this year, or is it more of just like toning up,
no
or
same amount. So I gained. Everybody's like, "Hey, how's keto work? Does it actually come back? Immediately?" And I only gained 10 pounds back, and I gained the 10 pounds, honest to God, over between uh uh from
Thanksgiving?
no from Halloween to the end of the year.
Oh,
That like that whole entire, which actually isn't bad to gain that little
that's
bit
not.
back.
That's a pretty long amount of time,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. So
You're talking 3 months. Well, end of three, right? Two, end of October.
yeah. So I liked it, but to your point, what is my goal for this one? Same amount. If I can rip off another 30 pounds and be back at a certain weight, then that's good. But I don't really care what I actually weigh. I
It's just looks, right?
well the thing is like I'm already, and this, like I was so puffy before I didn't realize it until you look at old photos of me and I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I'm like, wow. So I'm still better than that, but still have I'm too much around the midsection. So if I can drop some of that, just feel better, right? That's what the working out's doing. It's amazing with just 1 week of working out how much better I already feel.
Yeah, and I've been again, it's kind of same goals. Like I don't really care. We're at an age, I don't need a six pack. I don't need 17-inch biceps. I don't need to bench a car. I'm just trying to stay healthy and go to the gym. And then of course we have our wedding this year too, right? So I'm just trying to stay in shape, eat a little bit healthy. Right now I'm eating cauliflower pizza,
Ooh, ooh,
and it's actually really good.
cauliflower.
Kudos to for.
Yeah, cauliflower piece is good, but if you make it
Yeah,
yourself, making the cauliflower dough is the biggest pain in the ever,
I
ever.
heard.
Yeah.
I was at the gym and I did not help her at all. So I got home and I saw her pain.
Yeah, it's just the to wring out all the water, and you have to get all the water out in order for it. Again, it's amazingly tasty, but it's just a pain in the ass. All right. Besides that, let's jump into some topics for this show. And you immediately, when I asked you what topic did you want to talk about, you were like, "Oh, false advertisement, false." Like, didn't even need to like take a second to think about it. Explain to me what your problem with false advertisement is, and why you feel it may or may not be worse currently in 2022.
It's probably all legal. That's the terrible thing, right? Because they have clauses, they have disclosures, right? Non-disclosure. They just have all this stuff backed up, but nobody sees it. I'm talking about the visuals. I'm talking about the first contact that you see, whether it's commercials, whether it's an advertisement, whatever it is. And I'll give you a prime example. Um, oh my gosh, I just literally spaced on it. What's the food place that ships you all these meals?
Oh,
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh, yeah.
They ship you all, get 16 free meals. Yeah, over the course of like 6 months,
Yeah.
when they ship you one per,
Yeah.
that is so garbage. That is such a waste. Like, give me $500 and I'll give you 16 $5 free meals.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is that's actually what they used to do. And then everybody would just cancel right immediately after it because they're like, yeah, there's no reason to actually continue to keep paying.
Yeah, I know. But so, anyways, just like that type of BS, right? And it's all over. Now that I have YouTube TV, I watch live TV now, whether it's just like stupid Family Guy, Comedy Central stuff, or whether it's like Sports Center or, football or baseball or college basketball now that's coming up. Dude, false advertising everywhere on the immediate commercials, right? You might look into it and find that it's not actually false advertising, but they got to get you hooked. And they're trying to get you hooked. And that's the shitty part to me.
Oh, totally.
I don't like it.
And like you said, they're all looking for an angle that's the truth but twisted, right? Like totally free. You're never gonna have to pay. However, then it's like just pay shipping and handling of $49.95 per item. It's like wait, what? Like
Yeah.
why didn't you just tell me the item will cost $75? Like
You
I
remember that? You remember that guy that sued Red Bull because Red
because it
Bull
didn't.
doesn't actually give you wings,
Yeah, and he won.
and he won.
Yeah,
This is, and again, people are protecting themselves. So, but whenever like you get frustrated, you think of like crazy stuff, and I think Crazy Ryan is like, I'm just gonna sue these people because it'd be the easiest win ever. But there's clauses and stuff like that if you read into it.
oh,
But
totally.
yeah, all Red Bull did was change it from Red Bull gives you wings to Red Bull gives you wings with
Yeah.
3 eyes.
Yeah.
Like a big F you to that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, it's like this is all it is, just a couple of them, or the lady that the spilt coffee in her lap at McDonald's because it was hot and burned herself, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm suing you because you burnt me." It's like, but it says caution hot on the anyway. We have digressed into just weird lawsuits that
I
but
know,
I
but
I think so. I'm like you when I like watch an ad now and everything. I'm so aware to stuff that I'm like, well, that's totally false advertisement. That's totally I see right through their gimmick, their skit, right?
yeah, yeah.
And it makes you mad because you're like, I just want to just be
Be
outright.
honest.
Well, the problem is that I think it's crazy that so many people are just sheep that I'm just going to take in the information and they believe whatever is thrown right at their lap, right? It's like, oh, well, it's here. It's like, oh, I got something for free. For example, right? There are so many people that think, hey, buy one, get one free of something means they actually got the item for free. It's like you didn't get the item for free. The other item was marked up in order for you to get the quote unquote free product. Like the day before the sale went on, that shirt was $25 because it was $59 marked down to, $29.99, right? But the day
Yeah,
that the buy one get one free sale went on, the other sale came off and now it's like, okay, it's $59 for the first shirt and the second one's free. It's like the second one's not free. It
yeah.
never was free.
It it's just so annoying. I wonder what it would be like to live in an honest, upfront world, and that'll never happen.
Like this is a lifetime warranty that we don't actually ever cover anything on. So FYI, this is probably going to break in 3 to 6 months.
I was
Okay.
watching this South Park episode today, and I really want to send this to all the monopolies out there.
Like a
Just
guy
send
with a
the
monocle?
episode. It was an episode where we have you not necessarily, well, you can throw utilities in there, but we have internet services, right, and cable services. If you don't pay for a streaming service, you have to get internet and cable. That's what you do.
It's a basic utility that you now have to have.
Yes, and so within those, there's only like a few of them,
Yep.
right? So if you're frustrated, they're like, well, where are you gonna go?
Mhm.
Go ahead and switch. Where are you gonna switch to? We're the only ones here. You want us to help you? Oh yeah, that'll be like 3 months. We can't make it out there until about 3 months from now. I know all I have to do is pull like a 4-foot cord to cancel your subscription, but I'm not going to be able to get out there in time to do that. So yeah, I mean, you could try to go somewhere else to a competitor, but there's just none in your area that service you. So I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah.
They're just like big ol' FUs the whole time,
Well,
and that was the South Park episode was about.
yeah, it's what you're talking about with the cable companies, the internet companies, is to a T of nobody rewards loyalty anymore. Nobody does.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare that somebody rewards loyalty, right? Because like, hey, I have my internet package and stuff that I get, and I got this deal for signing up for this ridiculously fast internet connection that I have, which FYI I only get 50% of what I pay for, which is hilarious because that's in their current fine print that they're allowed up to 50% of what they falsely advertise. But
Again, false
yeah,
advertising.
yeah. So I get this thing, they give me a promotion and then the promotional rate drops off. They don't give you any warning that the promotional rate's dropped off. It's just like, hey, your bill's 3 times as what it was going to be, because it's not only that the promotional rate drops off, it's like whatever rate we really want to charge you is what we're going to charge you, because nobody knows what the current rack retail rate is for this. So hey,
Yeah.
your bill's going to go from 149 to 470. It's like, what? And you
Yep, and
call.
then the 470, you call them again to go get that promotional package again, or try to get another. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we don't have that package available for you anymore. But check out this brand. Why do they have to switch? You're providing internet. Shut the hell up and provide me internet at a constant package.
Yeah,
How did you change your package around when I'm only paying for internet from you? There is no package. It's whatever internet service or download speeds I want to pay for.
yeah.
There's no package.
Well, part of it's because they've got so much money invested in all of the TV services that they're trying to subsidize all of that, because people are going away from those services and going to the internet only, right? So, anyway, it's just crazy to me, like all how you get down those. I What I figured out is you make up a rate. You literally call in when the promotional rate ends. You make up a rate and say, "Hey, the other competitor is going to give me this rate. I'm going to leave you." Literally, just make it up out of nowhere. Be like, "They just sent it to me in the mail. It's right here. I'm looking at it." You know, hey, you guys are currently, I went from $75 to 150. Like they're gonna give me an $85 rate. Like that's what they're gonna give me. Like an $85 rate, and I get the same service. They don't verify it. They just go look and they're like, okay, well, we can't do the 75 again, but we'll match theirs. Okay, great, sounds good.
Yeah, I guess this could be one of Ryan's rants that got me into it. It started with the false advertising, which it still kind of is, right? Especially with the download speeds, but
Yeah,
just like that's the worst part of it is these internet services providers.
yeah.
That's they're monsters, and that's exactly what that South Park episode was about. And I want to send it to them, just be like, "This is you guys. You guys are just sitting there
Well, that's why Google
being
tried to start to get into
balls."
the the gigabit service, because it wasn't just the fact that those all the internet providers were the way that you just mentioned, right? It was also
Hmm.
that nobody would provide you with anything that wasn't like more than like 100 meg service. That was like the maximum you could get on every single one, till everybody was like, "Hey, this is possible on all your networks." Like literally, people need this. Just they would even pay whatever you want to pay. Just like literally provide the service that is already on your network, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Sad that they never came to Phoenix, though.
yeah, I know.
All right. Next, we're going to jump into facts that will hurt your brain. All right. Let's start out with an easy one, Ryan. Did you know that beef jerky is basically meat raisins? No?
I get it.
Yeah. Beef jerky is basically meat raisins.
That's hilarious.
If you clean out a vacuum cleaner, you then become a vacuum cleaner.
Wow. I'm a pointless piece of. I'm not pointless.
It's not
I
pointless.
clean.
It's just like, I am now a vacuum cleaner. It's like, well, why do I have a vacuum cleaner? Because I am the vacuum
Yeah,
cleaner.
but I don't think I'm a vacuum. I think I'm just a dumper cleaner.
No, but you are cleaning the vacuum, so that means you are
I am
a
a
vacuum
vacuum
cleaner. You
cleaner.
don't do the function of a vacuum cleaner, but you are a vacuum cleaner.
Oh my gosh, that is terrible.
Okay,
That is great.
if I punch myself in the face, does that make me weak or strong?
Depends on how hard you hit yourself. Was it a weak punch or a hard punch?
Okay, let's rephrase it. If I punch myself in the face and I cry, does that make me weak or strong? Because I was strong enough to punch myself in the face enough to make
But
myself
weak
cry.
enough to cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's
ugh.
a good one. I don't know. But that's an Andy one. We gotta
I know.
present that to
I
Andy.
know the best one here. I'll stop with this one because it's just stupid. They'll keep going. This would totally be an Andy one as well. If a planet is looking at Earth that is 65 million light years away from where we currently are, they're
Hold on. Say that again.
a planet that's 65 million light years away,
Oh yeah. Okay.
right? If they're currently looking at Earth, they will see dinosaurs walking around because it's taken that long for the light from when the dinosaurs were around to
Dang.
get to them.
That's a trippy one.
Yeah, all of them, all of them. It's like,
That's like something that can turn into a conspiracy theory, and that's where Andy jumps in.
yep, exactly. He would be like, "Oh, I'm totally with you." It's why when we look at Mars, maybe that's not actually Mars because it was blown up 6,000 years ago. I don't know. I don't know how far
Did
away.
you hear about that star that the scientists caught that exploded?
No.
Did you hear about that? Yeah, it was like one of the first in history or something like that that was actually like caught. I didn't. Again, it was a title that I read that Corey showed me, and I didn't look too much into it. But the scientists caught like one of the first stars that exploded or something like that. It was pretty
Wow,
cool.
that's crazy. Crazy. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna give you one
Oh,
more.
you want to see me one of my facts?
Yeah, go ahead.
The moon is cheese. What kind of cheese though? I don't know.
The moon is made of green cheese. What if
I mean,
what if the moon was made of barbecue spare ribs?
if the moon was pepper jack cheese, is that gonna affect my eyes if I ever go there? Like, am I gonna have to like? Am I gonna cry all the time?
What's the one that stinks? Gouda?
Uh,
Gouda?
Gouda,
Yeah, Gouda cheese. If it's Gouda
goat,
cheese, everybody it
goat
just
cheese.
reeks. You know. Like,
Um,
oh, I'll give you one more. If
provolone.
this is due to time zones, okay? If two people are born at the exact same moment, so two people can be born on the exact same moment but have different birthdays.
Yeah, that's jacked up.
Hmm. Gorgonzola. Gorgonzola.
Hey, additionally, did you know that if you are taking a shit at 11:59 p.m. and it extends to 12 o'clock, it is the same shit, different day.
Yeah, that's totally true. Totally true. Even if it's the last day of the year, you can be the same shit, different year,
Same shit, different year.
different decade, different century. I mean, you got so many of them that you can like add in there.
I actually just heard of that. Well, not just heard of it, but it came back up to me. That last one. But I have a fact. This is my only fact. Like
Okay.
when people are doing like fact stuff and weird facts, it's kind of actually interesting. Did you know that the average cloud weighs oh dang it, either 1.1 to 1.3 million pounds? The average cloud.
Did not know this. I feel like this is a punchline for "So does your mom's ass," you know? I feel like it was the perfect setup for for hearing that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That was great.
yeah,
But no, it wasn't. That is a true statement. The average cloud weighs 1.1 to 1.3
yeah.
million pounds.
Man, I sold it all wrong because you know what I should have said? You know, it weighs that, and it's floating in the air, which is crazy because I'm so fat I can't even get off the couch.
Cowan. No, I don't want to see the ball drop. I'm doing a poop joke.
3, 2,
Two.
1. Oh God, I can finally
Same
let it
shit,
go.
different day.
Yeah, I finally let it go. I just wanted this joke forever. That's how long it took. Well, speaking of poop, let's just roll it right into the next topic, right?
Bring it.
Which is toilet paper quality. Okay, and are you a toilet paper snob or are you a toilet paper cheapskate? And you've lived with us for a while and knew that like I only buy like the most ridiculously comfortable like toilet paper. And like the
Hmm.
other day I looked at like how much I actually spent on toilet paper and it was like some retarded amount. And I'm like,
Oh, like in the last 2 months, 6 months, or was it like a
uh,
year?
I think it was 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 3 months. And I was just like, what the hell? I was like, we have two and a quarter of a person here. Like what? Why was this much money on toilet paper? So I just think that I need to stop buying the Charmin Ultra Soft in the mega rolls Mostly because that's, hey, after we all lived through 2020, we all decided that we needed to, make sure that we have 96 rolls of toilet paper at any given point in time at our disposal.
Hmm. Um, Fun fact: in our grandparents' lifetime, toilet paper has been advertised as splinter free.
Ooh, ooh. This just brings up a whole
Oh,
different set of situations.
ouch!
Because if that's true, if that's true that it's been advertised as splinter free, what was it before, and what was it before that? That means toilet paper itself hasn't been around for that long. So, fun fact: I had to ask my dad randomly, like I think it was like 6 months ago, where I was like, "What did you guys do before trash bags?" And he like looked at me. He's like, "What the hell are you asking me?" I was like, "No, legitimately." I was like, "I have grown up the whole entire time with this plastic trash bag, and I know plastic was not a thing 20 like 38 years ago." I was like, "I
Yeah.
remember when I first was born and as a kid being self-aware finally. I was like, I know we didn't always have this plastic trash bag. What did you guys use?" He's like, "Oh, the brown paper bags and stuff that you got from the grocery store." It's like, so we went full circle on literally destroying the planet. Like
Full
legitimate.
circle.
Like
Let's bring this around, people.
yeah.
Let's come on. Let's do this.
Yeah. Everything needs wrapped in plastic. It needs wrapped in plastic like 6, 7 times before when you get it home and you have to tear out everything. It's like
And I'm gonna totally butcher this name because I can't remember it. Would be a perfect advertisement for Grover's,
the bamboo.
Govers or whatever. What is it?
Is it the bamboo one?
Their goal in 2025 or 8 or something. I saw it, is to be 100% plastic free with all of their material.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
Um,
thinking of the same thing.
and some of it includes toilet paper, and I saw theirs. But I'm kind of a toilet paper snob. Um, like, let me just describe to you the toilet paper that's currently.
Wait.
We don't have holders for our toilet paper because our cat just goes like this.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just thought you didn't have them. I was like, "Wait a minute."
Their cat just goes like this, and then the next day you wake up, literally the entire roll is gone and all the toilet paper's on the ground. Um, we get our toilet paper from Costco, and I'm okay with it, but it's just like whatever. It's not my favorite. When you go to open a brand new roll, it's Mexican toilet paper. Maybe that'll help clarify. One, you
Oh,
know how most
it does
toilet
it
paper
speak
comes in this
Spanish?
massive bag, and when you open the bag, they're all just there. There they are.
Yeah.
Well, talk about plastic. This toilet paper roll, it's Costco, right? It's like 75 pieces of toilet paper in this massive bag. Well, each one of the rolls is individually wrapped in plastic. So this isn't even to the good part yet. One, open it, then you open the plastic, okay, you throw both of that, and you finally have this roll. When you open this roll, you open the roll, and you know how it should be like an easy tear, and then it's
Yeah.
just like boom, ready to go.
Uh-huh.
No, you're tearing off like little pieces at a time because it won't come off. Sometimes it's 2-ply, right? This is 2-ply toilet paper.
Okay.
Sometimes 3 or 4 layers like come off as you're trying to like unreal start the ravel.
Yeah.
Um, I've had experiences where I pull off and it comes nicely, right? And then it unravels nicely, and then all of a sudden, like mid shift, it'll start shifting itself the other way. I've literally experienced that with my toilet. I'm like, how are you guys doing this? Additionally, the toilet paper, it's 2-ply, right? So, it comes off like this and then you're just unraveling it. Well, I shit you not, the entire roll, the 2-ply aren't really even connected.
Yeah.
It's just multiple wraps of things and they're just loose. So you pull them off and then you got to basically stick the 1-ply pieces of toilet paper back together for them to become 2-ply. It is. I deal with it. It's fine, whatever. But it's a
Now,
nightmare.
now let me ask you: Is it so? Your parents' house back in Indiana, because they had very weak plumbing, had very very dainty toilet paper to where I feel like I was violated by myself every time that I wiped. That's how thin the toilet paper was. I'm yeah, if you can think of a um, high school um, hand towel texture from that dryness, that abrasiveness, but yet as see-through as you could possibly get with a piece of tissue paper. That's what I'm talking about here. That's how I can explain it. So are we saying that yours that what do you get here today? That's where you guys are at, which is just fingering the booty hole?
Well, so depends on the style of the wipe.
Okay.
Comes down to the style. I like to grab, 2 to 3, depending on where we're at in my situation, little squares, and then those will get folded. So the 2 ply becomes 4 ply.
Okay, okay.
If you're not doing that, then you got a problem with
I
our current toilet paper.
I
Yes.
I mean, I get the nice toilet paper, I still fold it over. So it's just like I guarantee, like, that just it has to happen. I wanna make sure that, there's no penetration happening.
Nor should there be ever.
Uh,
But with all of this being said, I mean, have you ever wanted to get a bidet?
Never wanted to. Funny story about one. One of the times that I went for a software conference in Las Vegas, I was at the MGM Grand. Show up, I booked this hotel room, which was the one of their general hotel rooms. Wasn't the crappiest one. MGM Grand. It was nice place because I'm talking 15 years ago. Uh, they just redone the rooms. Nice. So booked a decent one. It was for my company, so I didn't have to pay for it personally.
Yeah.
Get there, and they're like, hmm,
What is that? What? Mm.
So she clickety clacking all over the place, and then next thing you know, she's gone. She's like, I got to be right back. She brings over somebody else. He's clickety clacking. They're like, hang on, it's good.
What is
Sorry,
going
I'm
on?
like, what? Am I on a no room list because I trashed something somewhere that I don't remember? Because that's plausible with me. Um, so then next thing you know, they're like, hang on, sorry, we have to get the general manager. So the first
Oh
guy
my
was a
gosh.
manager. They had to
You're
get
at
the general.
check-in.
Yeah, I'm at check-in, and I'm
Oh
not there
wow.
like right when everything checks in, right? Like whatever it's 3. This is like 7, 8 o'clock at night. You
Mm.
know, um, not super late, but not right at the top of the time to check in. And he comes over.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, he's like, okay, he's like, here's what's going on. He's like, we don't have any of those rooms left. So I've gone ahead and just upgraded you for free. It's gonna be on a completely different floor. Hopefully that's okay. Just want to let you know. And I was going with my dad. He was there. I was like, I as long as it's the same call. He's like, oh no, it's much better. He's like, it's totally on us. Don't worry about it. We appreciate you coming to stay here. I'm like, all right, great. Literally, that's all of the conversation that was said to us.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm like walking around and I'm like, what? Where the hell is this freaking elevator for this thing? Like, where it's not over here, it's not over there. I had to ask the guy. He's like, oh no, he's like, sorry, you got to go down that way, and it's over there. It's that elevator over there with the different set of entryways. It's not with the rest of the peasants apparently.
Wow.
I had to
Yeah.
go to the suite one. It literally had a balcony, and I'm not
Wow.
talking a small balcony. The balcony was probably 2,000 square feet. It
Holy
had a
cow.
hot tub on it.
Mm.
So where you look at MGM Grand, it's the building's got like stair steps as it like climbs itself up. It was one of
Yep.
those on the roof of one of those.
No
Yeah,
way.
had this. It was 2 stories in the room. Everything was like these huge curtains that were like gold. Again, it was 2 stories. I'm like, what? He didn't say it. It was literally went into and it wasn't as new as the rest of the rooms. So it was still a little bit dated from all the gold stuff that was all over the place. But I'm like, this is like the most ridiculous room I've ever seen, and nobody explained anything to us. Like we just walked in, and that's what it was. So roundaboutly, what I'm trying to get at is there was a bidet there, and I never ever tried it.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, it
You
was
at least got to try it once. How many
yeah.
buttons was on it? Was it like fast, slow, super fast?
No, so it was just the like hot cold button. Like that one didn't have again, the place hadn't been redone to be super modern. It was super nice. Everything was marble and that stuff. It was just technology they hadn't increased in that room
Yeah.
yet,
I definitely want to try a bidet, but I don't want to buy one. I just want to try one.
Well, I mean, I got a
Figure it
garden
out,
hose.
figure it out a couple of times before.
I got a garden hose and we can just we instead of putting um the patio furniture, we'll just take the foam thing off and you just sit down and I'll spray it
All
from
right.
underneath.
All right, let's do it. Can you make sure you have one of those nozzles though that you squirt instead of like just a full blown like thick nozzle?
Yeah, yeah, you know,
I appreciate that.
yeah,
Thanks.
makes sense.
Better yet, get a power washer and just put that to like the 0, and I think that'll get it.
Oh, this whole show has been off the rails, and I love it. Well, appreciate everybody joining us this week. We're always off on some crazy tangents. Andy's not here, but he will be back with us at some point in time. We all have crazy schedules at the beginning of this year, so we appreciate everybody joining us, and we will see everybody next.